After 10 days, the surge of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, into Maine is now over. That's according to Senator Susan Collins.
She announced the deal this morning as promised to her by Trump Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Our Phil Hirschkorn interviewed the senator this afternoon, and he's in the newsroom now with details on how this all happened. Phil?
Well, Amanda and Brian, Senator Collins told me she's pleased that Operation Catch of the Day is closed. Collins has the cell phone number of Secretary Kristi Noem, and they started talking last week. Collins telling her the indiscriminate surge was causing great fear and anxiety, with troubling arrests, such as of mothers after school drop-off. Collins relayed to Noem that asylum seekers were afraid to leave home, and immigrant health care workers weren't showing up at hospitals. Now, Collins' critics here in Maine had said, as the lone Republican from the state in Congress, she wasn't doing enough to stand up to the Trump administration. But here's what Collins told me a short time ago.
I've heard a lot of public officials in Maine, including the governor, say that they wanted this operation to end, this enhanced enforcement operation. What I did was get to work on causing it to end. I don't think anyone takes serious issue with the need for ICE and Customs and Border Protection to go after people who are in this country illegally and have committed crimes. They do need to be detained and they do need to be deported. But that was not what was happening in Maine.
Now, Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Graham Plattner, who wants to dismantle ICE, rallied supporters outside Collins' office in Portland today and criticized her goal to pass a $64 billion Homeland Security funding bill this week. It includes $10 billion for ICE and $18 billion for Customs and Border Protection, a combined 43% of the bill.
Collins has stated that she's got a pinky promise from Kristi Noem that these ICE operations in Maine are going to ramp down. Well, I don't believe it. I don't take the word from an administration that continues to break the law. I don't take the word from an administration that continues to stomp on constitutional rights. We need to see material changes.
Governor Janet Mills, competing with Plattner for the Democratic Senate nomination, who's called for Secretary Noem to go, to be fired or resign, said in a written statement, "We still do not know critical details about the 200 individuals ICE says it has detained, many of whom appear to be here legally, who have no criminal record, and who are not the worst of the worst. The people of Maine deserve to know the identities of every person taken from here, the legal justification for doing so, where they are being held, and what the federal government's plan for them are." Noem did not tell Collins how many ICE agents were part of the surge, and remember, ICE is not totally leaving the state. Its normal operations in our border state will continue. Amanda and Brian?
All right, Phil, thank you.